Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Double J Show, as we are missing Joey for the Triple J. So we're down to the Double J. I'm Jake Tucker, along with Jonah Morris. We have a few topics to discuss. How are you doing today, Jonah?
I'm doing good. Today we'll be talking about Mike Hoffman Mike Hoffman potentially being traded because it's the off season. So we're going to be talking about that. And
well, obviously with the Florida Panthers, they have a big offseason coming up with possibly signing Sergei Bobrovsky, Artemi Panarin, and other free agents, possibly making other trades. So the key is here, if the Panthers do sign Artemi Panarin, or even if they don't, what you do with Mike Hoffman. Now, I'm going to start out here, and I'm going to say if the Panthers do sign Artemi Panarin, they should trade Mike Hoffman, because they do need defense. They were 28th in the league in goals against. So I do think they should trade Mike Hoffman. What do you think, Jonah?
well, I think they do need a defense because our defense last year was terrible. We got a lot of goals scored on us, and especially a 2-on-1 with the cross and then the shot and the one-timer, which was a big factor in. But yes, we do need defense, but is it the right move to get rid of Mike Hoffman? No.
Now, as we continue, we have a caller coming in, so let's see. It looks like it's Max from FAU. Good morning, caller. You are on the Double J Show.
Hey, I'm Max from Boca Raton, Florida. Big fan of the show. Thanks for having me on, guys.
No problem. How are you?
I'm great. I heard you talk about some hockey. I'm a huge Panther fan. I want your opinion on your take. When will the Panthers start to see consistent success? And when will they be able to make a strong Stanley Cup run in the playoffs? How many years?
Well, I actually think this coming up year is going to be a very good year for the Florida Panthers. I mean, you can't really tell every year because a team could look amazing but end up in last place. As we saw this season with Tampa, they came into the playoffs first round and just lost, which was a huge heartbreak. But I do think that we have a chance this year with the new coach. But the new coach is going to be a huge factor, and I also think that so we're getting some new defense, which is going to be a huge factor because we were 28th in the league for scored on goals. So I think that's going to be a huge factor in this season.
Now, Max, very quickly, I'll jump in to give you a quick point. So basically what I think is, with what Jonah said with the Tampa Bay Lightning going out so quick and how the NHL looks so vulnerable, these big teams, and that anybody who makes the playoffs can really get in. So what I think is if the Panthers can make the playoffs this year, or within the next 2 years, they have a chance to go for the Cup any year that they can get into the postseason.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate your intake and enjoy the rest of your show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Max. Hope to hear from you soon. That was Max Zipper of Boca Raton. Now, Jonah, we're going to jump into one more topic. Now, obviously, we're going to stick with the Florida Panthers. Now, what do you think they're going to do with their goaltending situation? Obviously, if they want to sign Bobrovsky, Luongo, and Reimer, each holding big deals, what do you think?
Well, I think Roberto Luongo during this offseason is going to retire. That's a huge thing that I'm thinking. But we saw a little bit of a new goalie, Monty. We call him Monty. I don't know his full name. But he was amazing this season and actually did some really good work. And I think that that's going to be a key factor in this next season, taking over Reimer for a starter and Monty as backup. So that's my thing.
Now, obviously, I think that's a great point. And I think Luongo is going to either retire or end up on long-term injured reserve, so his contract goes away. And if you can just take Reimer and get him out of here, whether it's a buyout or a trade, I think that would be fantastic. And then once you sign Bobrovsky, you have that Bob-Monty tandem, and I think that would be perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's pretty good for the show. This is the Double J Show. Jake Tucker, Jonah Morris, signing off. Have a good day, guys.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. This show is sponsored by State Farm.